Thank you, Commander. I've gotten food for my family. And for some of the others who were trapped here, too. Ah, shit.
James hates refugees. Hello, friends. This is Cold Run. Welcome back to a blind playthrough of Mass Effect 3, where last time, well, we were the worst player ever, and we made one of the best characters kill herself. We made... oh my god, I can't... Is she even, like... I'm still processing that. We made our lovely Quarian engineering pilgrim admiral, in pure despair, jump off the cliff. Poor Tally. Oh my god. I was really thinking of redoing that whole mission. I was going to, but you know what? It sounds like this is a pretty common experience, and I'm gonna roll with it. Not happily. I really hated that last part. That would just... It made me so salty. I wanted to put the game down. But you know what? Now we have the Geth core. And I should have known that whenever you get the blue or red options, they're probably the good options, the ones that give you an objectively better outcome. But it felt like everything. I really, really wanted the Geth to get free and independent, like that group of Geth, and it felt like anything except the top right option was not going to make that happen. That's why I picked the top right option. And I'll own that there was apparently a mistake. I still don't. Anyway, Geth core. Until recently, the Geth expected nothing but violence from organics and designed themselves accordingly. All Geth platforms are armed, shielded, and built to withstand combat. When they're on the battlefield, enemy tactics and positions are swapped instantaneously between the AIs. The Geth also employ turrets and drones, expendable hardware support to keep losses of networked platforms to a minimum. The result is the largest and perhaps best equipped infantry in the galaxy. Look at this, 750 points from the Geth, good lord. And then the Geth fleet. Many Geth vessels are built to explore, mine, or provide transport between factories and space stations, but every Geth ship, regardless of purpose, is also capable of engaging hostile forces. Unbound by the Treaty of Phyrexian, the synthetic intelligences build almost as many dreadnoughts as the Turians. Was the Treaty of Phyrexian like an arms treaty, maybe? It must be. The software running these ships is in the Geth themselves. Highly advanced electronic security measures and cyber warfare suites bolster already formidable firepower. Right. Rewriting the Geth heretics significantly boosted the processing power of the true Geth. Their increased strength made their fleets both more efficient and lethal in battle. Awesome. And I mean that both sincerely and... Poor Tally. She's really gone. That hurts. That hurts bad.
We just took down a Reaper without a giant thresher maw helping.
Damn right. We just showed the galaxy we can beat them.
Commander,
At
Admiral
what
Hackett
cost?
is available in the war room on VidCom.
All right.
I hear you were on the ground with the Reaper. He fired up at us a few times. Joker pulled the Normandy through some insane maneuvers to stay out of the line of fire.
It's hard being in a fight like that, especially when you're not the one flying the ship. Joker's one of the best, though.
It's pretty great.
First I was nauseous, swinging around in my safety harness. But then I was furious, just enraged. I wanted that thing dead.
You didn't want the Reapers dead when they attacked Earth?
I wanted them defeated. I wanted Earth saved. But I never wanted to physically tear them in half and watch them blow up.
Congratulations, trainer. I believe you've discovered your fight-or-flight instinct.
Perhaps I should have stayed with chess. Although now I think I'm spoiled by the lack of explosions.
So mad that we didn't get a romance with her.
Commander?
Let's talk Quarian War from Diane Allers. It may be hard to believe after what we just went through, but the rest of the galaxy is barely aware the Quarians ever went into the Veil, let alone started a war with the Geth. We're sitting on a major piece of history here. I have material from all the players except you. Can I get you into your cabin for an hour and get your thoughts on Vid, Diana? I'll be curious what I think as well, because I don't know. Status update 391F. This is from who? From invalid extranet domain. Shepard Commander. Oh, this is from Legion. Our work on Rannoch continues. Repairs to ships and installations damaged by the Creator fleet will be complete within 10 days. Our existing ships are already attacking old machine forces. This has created a second because there's a major benefit to what we did. Like, we didn't get just the bad ending, but it's still the worst ending for the Quarry and Geth conflict there. This has created a second flank to divert attention from Turian and Asari forces. Geth units specializing in technical construction alone have been deployed to the Crucible project. All Geth intelligences not dealing with the ship repair or deployment are performing technical analysis to improve the yield and efficiency of the Crucible. Calculations are being performed remotely and sent to the Crucible project via secure encryption to avoid causing tension with other species. It's probably for the best. That's like a logistically smart move. We will prove that organics and synthetics can work together toward mutually beneficial goals. Your trust will make it possible. I'm glad. Glad something good is coming out of that mess. Invite Allers. Come on up.
Trainer, can you send up Diana Allers? She wants to talk to me.
She's on her way, Commander.
I'm sure you've got a million questions.
I narrowed it down to 40. Let's see how you do with the top 10. Commander, the last time most of us heard about Geth, they were attacking the Citadel alongside Sovereign.
Yes, and you should know that was a minority of the Geth. Most of them are not hostile to organics.
Is that how you explain that they're allies, and no longer dangerous robots who stick humans on spikes?
The Geth are misunderstood. I think I have to go with the soft approach here.
What you have to realize is that despite their reputation, most Geth are not inherently violent. The Quarians attacked them. The Geth fought back in self-defense just like any organic would. Now that we've freed the Geth from Reaper control, they'll want payback for their enslavement.
But you're going to take an army of synthetics to fight Reapers with untold hacking abilities.
It's a fair concern.
What's keeping the Reapers from reprogramming the Geth like they have before?
The Geth have been upgraded. This interview is over. The Geth have been upgraded.
The Geth are extremely intelligent, and they've put incredible thought into solving this problem. They're not going to turn again. I'd bet my life on it.
You are betting your life on it.
Now here's a question from a Batarian on Omega. Commander Shepard, if the mass relays can be destroyed... So did I miss anything? Do you have any questions?
Do I have any questions?
Go your story now?
Well, if you don't mind.
Go tell the galaxy we've got another fleet.
Aye aye, Commander.
That skirt looks wildly uncomfortable. I might be wrong. Like, it looks really difficult to walk in. Maybe a lot of skirts are like that. Desperate measures. Faced with utter annihilation, military... Wait, is this one I've already seen and there's just an upgrade to it? No, this is a new one. Faced with utter annihilation, military planners have considered extreme solutions in their quest to stop the Reapers. The two most plausible are the destruction of mass relays and the use of starships as suicide weapons. I'm thinking of that incredible end to The Last Jedi, my personal favorite Star Wars movie, tied with Empire. Okay, destroying a mass relay to stop the Reaper's advance is infeasible. Though it has recently been proven that mass relays can be destroyed, a ruptured relay liberates enough energy to ruin any terrestrial world in the relay's solar system. It would take too long to evacuate the millions or billions of people living near each relay, and the Council is unwilling to sacrifice that many lives when combat stands a chance of saving them. Even if a garden world were to survive the relay's destruction, the Reapers have infinite patience. They traveled out of dark space using conventional FTL travel within the galaxy. Using conventional FTL. Travel within the galaxy is not an insurmountable barrier. Meanwhile, starships are too costly to be used as projectiles, given that it would take many collisions to seriously harm a Reaper. Yeah. Some armchair admirals suggest that a single ship traveling faster than light could obliterate a Reaper capital ship. Did this come out after The Last Jedi? It couldn't have. But all ships based on Mass Effect technology possess hardwired safety features to prevent FTL collisions. If a ship's FTL plotter finds a significant object in the path of a planned jump, the FTL drive refuses to fire in the first place. This is not a perfect safety feature. The sensors can only scan for objects within a reasonable distance at light speed, and the navigator must plot the rest of the course. but it's so inherent to the FTL warm-up process that removing it is nigh impossible. Cynical intelligence analysts note that the secret of Mass Effect technology including that safety system, has always been attributed to the Protheans, just as the mass relays were. So, like, in, let's say, Star Trek Faster Than Light Travel, Star Trek Warp Speed, if you have, let's say you're going at warp 6 or something, I don't know, one of the warps, or any of the warps, really, and at some point between your starting point and your end point, like, a dog gets in the way or something, like, of the path. Does the dog die? Do you die? What? I don't know. The Battle of Rannoch. The Quarians' plans to take back their homeworld met with early success, but ultimately led to the near annihilation of their people. You're welcome. In an initial battle against the Reaper-upgraded Geth ships, the Quarians found their heavy fleet and a portion of the patrol fleet outmatched. To stave off defeat, the Quarians retreated at FTL speeds to rally with the civilian fleet on the far side of Rannoch's sun, Tikkun. Temporarily hidden, but with only minutes of advance warning should a Geth scout spot them, the Quarians planned counterattacks to disrupt the Geth link with the Reapers. First preying on a damaged Geth dreadnought, the Quarians followed by sending strike teams to Rannoch's surface to destroy the Reaper that was transmitting improved software to Geth forces. The Quarians re-engaged the Geth fleet, expecting them to find their enemy now hobbled. Instead, the Geth responded with unparalleled precision, devastating the fighters that the Quarian used as scout ships. This forced the Quarians to commit other forces earlier than planned. The Geth then attacked the Quarian rear with a second fleet that they had held in reserve, laying waste to the live ships and civilian fleet. The Quarians, knowing their live ships would not survive long if they were forced to retreat without protection, threw every ship into the battle. The Geth fought mechanically, downing ship after ship as the Quarians flailed in desperation. Some few Quarian ships did escape, but alone and on the run in Geth space, their living numbered days. Yeah. And is that even now? Am I misunderstanding this? Like, even now, is this the case? Like, even now, there's no peace between the Quarians and Geth? There can't be, I guess. Oh, God.
Commander Shepard.
I'm checking on this new war asset that popped up, and we'll see if anything... I don't know necessarily if this is a new war asset or if this is an update to the war asset we read before, or just the war asset we read before. No, it's a new one. No, it's an update to this. Commander Shepard's interview with Diana Allers about the Geth emphasized their value as strong military allies. The Council reluctantly sent the Geth shipments of rare materials to upgrade ground units. So that went from 300 to 305. So they got another 5 Crucible kill points out of it. I think it's back here. This is the place where we talk with Admiral Akbar, whatever this guy's name is, right? Hackett.
Commander, something on your mind?
Master and Commander. Deliver most of the galaxy at war assets to the final conflict. 69%. Nice. Galactic readiness.
What's our state of readiness, Admiral?
Given the situation everywhere else, as close as we can be, you've done well, Shepard.
Are we coming close to endgame? Maybe we are. Allied forces.
What about the extra help we picked up along the way?
Years ago, if you'd have told me we'd be fighting alongside the Geth one day, I would have resigned on the spot.
Yeah, right?
I've lost friends to the Geth. No way I could share a foxhole with them.
I understand the concern, sir.
But now we have a common enemy in the Reapers, so I'm willing to set aside my reservations.
Heck yeah.
And go along with this. Truth is, the Geth Armada packs a hell of a punch.
They really do. Aria's reinforcements.
What about Aria's mercenaries?
Aria Talok, there's someone I never thought we'd be in bed
you know what? I remember this.
We'll put the Eclipse. Don't
So we've
wanna know
talked
how you
about
got
that.
Aria's cooperation, but whatever you did, it was worth it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've done all that. Reaper, we've looked at all those other ones, I think. Reaper progress.
What's the Reaper situation?
It's not trending well, even if you did buy Rannoch some time. Our threat projections show the Reapers will gain the advantage on most other fronts. And now the Asari are a prime target. They're the most advanced race in the galaxy. We'll soon find out if that means anything.
The Asari are a prime target. Why pick... Wait, this feels like it's... I don't know, it feels like it's all old, I
Nothing more,
guess?
sir.
Hack it out.
It's hard to tell which of this is new or not. I wish there was something that told me my short memory brain, which of those I've seen already. So, mission summary. Priority, the Citadel is next. But we're going to take a look first for... I'm going to talk to, see if there's any updates from party members on the ship, and then we'll do a look at the... a look for any of these quests that might be available still, except for Omega. What is the priority mission here? The Asari Council wishes to talk privately about a matter pertaining to the war effort. Okay. My baby takes the morning train. She works.
Have done pretty well with those suits. Maybe they can make something like that for you.
Yeah, they have. Protective medical exoskeleton. I could even get one with racing stripes.
So what's
Please
the
do.
problem?
Well, it's like walking around in heavy armor. It totally screws with my spatial awareness.
I wear heavy armor, and my spatial awareness is perfect.
You crashed the last shuttle, you flew Vega. I need to feel my balance shift when I'm flying. I need to feel the ship moving with me. You take that away, and I don't know. I mean, I'm good, but I'm not me.
Yeah, I get that.
And I feel that when I'm in a car that's too big. Like, I like my cars low to the ground, and, like, when it's windy, you can feel it.
I had to turn off the radio. Every channel was distress calls. And then static.
I'm sorry about that.
If you need to express your anger regarding the situation at me, I will understand.
No, damn it. Why the hell did they keep shooting? All they had to do was stop.
Because I didn't press... They were stupid. Because it's how they were raised. What? What the hell are these two options?
The Quarians' whole society was based on the Geth being the enemy. I doubt they could see any other way.
Even Tali?
I tried to save her.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was... yeah.
I believe Legion would have regretted Tali's death as well. Before it sacrificed itself, Legion referred to itself as I instead of we.
Yeah? So?
The singular pronoun indicates Legion's independent personality had fully actualized.
And now he's dead. It's dead. They're dead.
It was not an avatar of the Geth consensus. It was a person.
That's what I figured.
So he realized he was a person just in time to die. Nobody got out of this one happy.
The tragedies keep piling up from that friggin' mission.
Commander?
It's on your mind, Edie.
I was just reflecting. The Quarians' historical era was not making the Geth enough like them.
I'm not sure I understand.
Units with networked intelligences will trend toward cooperation for mutual benefit. But units with central heuristics establishing an individual personality, such as myself, develop preferences. These preferences form attachments that keep my calculations from devaluing the worth of the lives aboard the Normandy.
You're saying Geth turned on the Quarians because they aren't individuals?
That is my theory, but it is limited to a sample size of one society. The only other notable synthetic society is the Reapers, and we do not know if they govern by consensus as the Geth do.
Do me a favor, don't ask them.
A really interesting theory.
Hello, Shepard.
Can't believe Tali's gone. I know you did what you thought you had to do, but...
Did I?
Tali was like a little sister, you know? I think I need some time. I'll be fine.
Of course. Just keep the Geth away from me, all right?
I get it. Bite me, but I get it.
An entire race gone. I still can't believe it.
My bad. My B.
Teams to recover information from the crashed Quarian ships, Dr. Tassoni.
No, not now. Let them rest. Let Tali rest.
So mad.
She deserves that much. I'm so sorry about Tali, Shepard.
Non-rhetorical question. Could I have saved her if I hit the Paragon option quicker?
The Geth kept their word. Their warships have joined Admiral Hackett's fleet. Good to see you again, Shepard.
Email from Sergeant Kavanaugh to Sergeant Ichi. Next time you want to warn me that the Geth are our friends and that maybe we're not supposed to shoot the big robots? I almost pissed myself when these primes started dropping out of the sky and mopping up the Reapers. We fired a few rounds at them until we realized they weren't firing back. Then this one comes over and said they're allied assistant and asks for our status. I'm not complaining that they saved my crew, but I'm never living down having to apologize to a Geth for shooting one of its damn lights off. It's pretty funny. Smuggler Manifest, Jungis system. Operative Morat has sent smuggler manifests of an Athabasca-class freighter to authorities in the Jungis system. The manifest follows: 8,000 tons of dextroamino food supplies, 16,000 tons of levoamino acid food supplies. So we got Platinum, Alliance freighter craft mothballed, Hierarchy interceptor craft, indentured workers, slaves from Karshan recaptured attempting to escape Reapers, mainly Batarian. Authorities will seize the freighter in 2 hours. Per the broker's request, the Jungis government has agreed to provide the slaves asylum and certificates of citizenship in exchange for future favors rendered. It's a good haul from a smuggler freight. Good lord. Any intel upgrades? Improved Geth resistors. We can get shield or power damage. Power. More bowling ball power. And miniaturized armor capacitors. This data was discovered and downloaded from inside the Geth consensus. Thousands of these miniaturized capacitors, what is a capacitor, were installed beside armor power cells where they can instantly discharge a stored boost of energy. So that's what a capacitor is. Like it helps you improve your capacity of power, maybe? Or moderate your power once it's about to hit capacity to keep you from blowing up or something? I don't know. This boost can be tweaked either to speed up shield regeneration or the rate at which tech, biotic, and combat powers can be used. Power recharge speed, full bowling ball mode.
Greetings, Commander.
Greetings, Cliff.
Such a tragedy would happen to the Quarians. And to Tali. Will you be okay?
I'll have
No.
to be. Not much of a choice.
Just reviewing some charts.
Another Reaper has died.
Yeah.
You are proving that humans are capable soldiers. But I think you made a grave mistake allying with the synthetics.
You would.
As this war has proven, they can't coexist with organics. I would have destroyed them when given the chance.
This war is a sample size of one synthetic civilization. Well, no, it's not. But it's funny. It's not like it's just robots. The robots are the Geth so far have allied with us as synthetics, or with us as organics.
Do not mourn the Tali Quarian. Mourn the fact that she died and the machines still live. That is the tragedy.
Oh, go dunk your head in your desk pool.
Your Asari continues to question me. I'm beginning to wish her kind had never learned to talk. Do not care what others think. Do what you must. Do not care what others think.
Yeah.
Do what you must.
All right, Javik, you can eat a bag of hell is what you can do, sir.
Breaking now, a nightmare on Earth. Human leaders using military force on their own people.
Wait, what?
They say it's to prevent loose cannons from provoking the Reapers. But are they indoctrinated? The Resistance speaks out in the only place they can, the battle space. Commander.
The battle space. This is your, like, talk show? For your news show or whatnot? No, the battle space you're saying is, like, them fighting back, I guess. Never mind. I'm a Dunkus today. I'm a Dunkus most days, to be fair. In fairness to me.
I've got to say, I enjoyed that last mission on Rannoch.
Yeah, pit him against a defenseless jamming tower, and Esteban here feels like a big man.
Hey, the Kodiak is a transport, not a fighter. It's for dropping jarheads like you into hot zones. And if you stow the attitude, it might even be for picking you up again.
It's funny that the term jarhead's still used here.
The munitions you carry into the field deserve at least a triple check. Ma'am?
How you doing, Vega?
I can't believe the Geth are fighting on our side now. The devil you know. It looks like we just need to get the Asari on board, and we can finally focus on the Reapers. But I don't suppose the Geth machines
sorry.
took over the Quarian's homeworld and never gave it back. Let's hope it goes better for us against the Reapers.
Geth debris field, but no Quarian fleet anymore. Alright, let's leave this hellhole. Let's go to Hades Nexus, I guess? So this is the Hecate system. Yeah, we'll just take a look here. Triodia, a modestly sized gas giant with an icy core. Its hydrogen and methane atmosphere gives it a bluish color. It has 14 moons named after Asari virtues. And the Geth have been encountered here. What's that sound?
Signal confirmed.
That's what that sound is. That's how you can tell when you get near a scan point. It boops you. It boops at you. But that's just a scan point that's not on a planet, because every planet boops at you. Okay. This is one of the planets, Asteria. It has a travel advisory. Carbon dioxide concentrations can reach 2,500 parts per million in Asteria's atmosphere. Citizens should carry supplemental oxygen for children and the elderly. Consult with local governments to discuss animal companion detection systems. And other preparatory measures. I guess this is like how to keep your puppy safe from carbon dioxide? Maybe. Capital of Black Damp. Let's give it a scan. Yeah. Straight up. I enjoy the scanning minigame. It takes 10 seconds. Alliance Frigate Hong Kong. And an update to the Alliance 5th Fleet. Krogan power grids are supplying energy to Purgatory. Wait, what? Oh no, the original SSV Hong Kong. Why is this higher in the updated list than the others? It feels like it should be at the bottom. The original SSV Hong Kong was destroyed in the Battle of the Citadel when its captain threw her ship in front of a blast meant for a dreadnought. The ship's frame was later melted down and incorporated into the framework of a new frigate rebuilt as its successor. Is that common when there's like a new ship of the same name as an old one that was destroyed to incorporate pieces of it? I wonder. Wait, the SSV Hong Kong isn't its own thing? What am I missing here? What did I miss? Trident is a human-dominated world, over 95% covered by salt water. This is Waterworld. The oceans are filled with creatures ranging from tiny bivalves to mammoth vertebrates unequaled even by Earth's whales and ichthyosaurs. Small archipelagos create what little land there is, and its valuable real estate is fought over constantly. Underwater extraction operations have recovered a number of valuable minerals. It's a largely lawless world, home to a rogues gallery of unethical corporations exploiting the resources of the planet, and actual rogues, criminal slavers and mercenaries working in the shadows. And it's dealing with extreme weather conditions and hurricane season. Of course, the capital is New Cousteau. Okay. This better be the scan point. No, it's not. Damn it.
I found something.
Oh, this is the scan point, not the cool water world? Wait, what? I thought that was the scan point.
Faster than light jump successful.
I guess not. No, it is a scan point. Weird. Maybe it just didn't acknowledge it because I was too close when I found it. I don't know. Or I clicked it too quickly. Obelisk of Karza. That's got to be for one of my quests. Missions. But there's one more still, but we'll look at that in a second. Yeah, so a researcher needed whatever this is to help with the Crucible project. Wait, so the other thing we're looking for here is what? The Prothean Sphere, located somewhere in Geh Hinnom in the Hades Nexus. Oh, okay, just barely not. Pamyat, here we come. A rock. This is Patsayev. The whole place is Russian themed. The Pamyat system is all Russian themed. I don't know what Pamyat means. It's got to be some Russian word for hell or heaven or something. Probably hell. Dobrovolsky, Komarov. I don't know any Russian. Not much anyway. I know a couple words. A rock planet encased in frozen oceans, Patsayev was notable for the largest written message ever created by a human being. Andrei Kobzar, a disgruntled miner whose fortunes were spent prospecting for Ezo, used the mass accelerator cannon of a local mercenary group's A-61 Mantis gunship to carve a 208-kilometer-long message in the ice saying "Zdes nichego net," or net, Russian for "there's nothing here." It used to be visible from low orbit, but ironically the message appears to have been melted away by another determined individual with heavy equipment, and now truly there is nothing here. That feels like an extremely, extremely Russian anecdote and story.
Signal confirmed.
Signal from Dobrovolsky, and all the Reapers are on the way. Oh. Alright, War Asset acquired the frigate Leipzig, and the Alliance First Fleet got updated. Leipzig and First Fleet updated. It's got to just be this. This has got to be the only thing that got updated, right? The SSV Leipzig was the first Alliance frigate to field test the Thanax cannon, a compact version of a Reaper weapon developed after the Battle of the Citadel. The Leipzig's captain was so pleased with the results, she gave her unconditional recommendation that the Alliance begin mass-producing the cannon as soon as possible. So they do give you two updates. One is, this has got to be what happened just earlier. With the Hong Kong. They give you one update that shows what you got, and then the other thing that shows what was updated with that new information. Even though it's essentially... I guess, and that makes sense. That does make sense. It's just weird. It was just, without knowing that, it felt like I was missing something. And so there's one more system left. The Sheol system, which is... I think it's Hebrew for, like, hell? Only one thing here. Geh Hinnom. This is the thing that should be scannable, right?
I found something.
Yeah. A nearly atmosphereless, tidally locked planet orbiting a red dwarf star. It was the Geh Hinnom was the, and the Geh Hinnom's got to be Hebrew from the sound of it, was the first place human explorers discovered a dedicated Prothean burial ground. Really? It was mining teams were looting grave sites. This was a Prothean graves. Mining teams were looting grave sites for Ezo and other treasures, and many got rich off the so-called cemetery business. It is straight up grave robbing. While EAM officially brought a stop to the looting, its mining teams remain on the planet, prospecting the unclaimed territory and taking their ore to Pamyat for refining. Travel advisory. Armed conflicts have broken out between miners and scientists staking claims to Prothean ruins. I mean, I don't know who would win. I guess the miners are probably stronger and the scientists probably have cooler lasers. I feel like the scientists probably win that, but I don't know. Scientists aren't notably, like, scrappy in terms of a fight. Visitors are advised to employ security while exploring unknown regions of the planet. Almost forgot to scan. Where are you? Bam. Prothean Sphere. Alright, let's go back to the Citadel and turn some of this in. Wait, no, before we turn this in, hold on. There's one other, there's probably a couple of other things here. So Hades Nexus, Cylean Nebula. Let's head back to the Cylean Nebula now and see what we can find. Wait, no, it still says 100% for the Cylean Nebula, so this must be something that opens up after... 100% of assets recovered. How is that possible? This has got to be something that opens up only after we do the Citadel thing here. After we go to the Serpent Nebula. It can't be. Can it? Oh, 10%! 10% assets recovered. Okay, that, I was gonna say, I would just misread that. Alright, let's take a look at these other systems here. Haphos, a hydrogen helium gas giant with a significant amount of nitrogen, named after a prominent Asari lawgiver. Lawgiver is such an old term, isn't it? Her treatise on the reluctance of democracies to go to war with other democracies formed a key tenet of Asari political theory that led to Thessia's modern golden age. Yacilium, a minor rock playa.
Signal confirmed.
So we found stuff on Yacilium, which was really just a mining colony, mining planet. What do we got here? It's almost never just credits, is it? Which I appreciate. An Armali sniper unit. An elite team of Asari commandos who favor long-distance engagement, as I could guess by the name, somehow. Some of the unit soldiers have augmented themselves with strength-boosting cybernetic implants, allowing them to fire heavier guns, like the 639-kilogram M98 Widow anti-materiel rifle with incredible precision. 39 kilograms sounds heavy as hell for a sniper rifle. Is it? I don't know. I've never held up a gun, let alone a big gun. So maybe a lot of them are pretty heavy. I don't know. But I mean, from the context, it sounds like that's unusually heavy, even for a large gun. Hayatiana, so a bastion of research for the Asari, multiple observation outposts, glacial drilling stations, and educational institutions. The Reapers destroyed Hayatiana's spaceports and its uniformed defense forces. And as with other Asari planets, the Reapers forced the heavily biotic population into surrender through threats of massive retaliation rather than assault by husks alone. Yeah, because husks alone, like individual small ones, would get like tossed about like a ship in a storm, I guess. Agasia is called a puzzle box planet. Ceaseless solar winds and magnetic bombardments have thinned its atmosphere, but these features are actually a boon in wartime. Powerful magnetic fields and large quantities of volcanic ash, airborne volcanic ash, make many forms of scanning difficult, allowing the Asari to hide valuable palladium and molybdenum mines needed for the war effort. That's really cool. I hadn't thought of that.
I found something.
Yeah, that would make sense that would be a nightmare to invade. Hayatiana's got a successful scan point here. And then we'll evade the Reapers and take a look at what we got. Cerise Guard. Not sure what that means. We'll find out.
Reapers eluded.
The Cerise Guard set out to stop Bloodpack mercenaries attempting to enslave Asari colonies in the Terminus systems. After a ship-to-ship fight, the commandos and mercs crash-landed. With no means to contact Thessia, the surviving Asari continued to engage the grounded Bloodpack, whittling down the frustrated slavers with traps, ambushes, and nighttime offensive. These are like nighttime offensives. These are like straight-up action heroes. After 9 days and more than 100 casualties, the Blood Pack surrendered. Yeah, like, the Cerise Guard never looked at a single explosion in their lives. The mercenaries were astonished to learn they had only been battling 5 Asari commandos. Holy shit, it gets even more. They're already part of the MCU. Although the Guard downplayed their heroics, they became instant celebrities upon their return to Thessia. And now they're with us. So now we got the Fonte system. Wait, there's only 2 systems left and we have 50% remaining. Wow. Alright, Fonte system. Tuluna is named after the first Elcor settlement in recorded history. The planet's name roughly translates to the deep and restful meadowland, which is somewhat of a misnomer given that Tulune's thick, crushing atmosphere keeps its surface boiling hot and the air is a noxious mixture of carbon dioxide and helium. I'm not surprised. I grew up in New York, and knowing that right across the river was the Meadowlands, right in the heart of northern New Jersey. So I know what you're about. I'm not fooled. Dakuna, the Elcor homeworld, overflows with natural resources protected by law, from large deposits of precious metals to vast forests. The Elcor themselves live in rich grasslands near the equator. The majority of Dakuna's settlements are tucked within this belt, as the conservative Elcor feel little desire to build outside their comfort zone. Their twin capitals are for migrations from the wet season to the dry season, a tradition made obsolete by modern technology but still observed. Tourism here's got to be off the charts. After the destruction of the Elcor Navy, Reapers moved into their ground troops to occupy the cities. No! This has taken longer than most civilized worlds, as the Elcor have spread out into smaller, distant settlements, reflecting... I don't want to see, like, a Reaper upgraded Elcor attacking me. I really don't. $2.53 billion population. That's heartbreaking. That's just the worst. Ultan doesn't even have an orbit. Is this a moon? Is this just a really far moon from Dakuna? The first mission to Ultan, Dakuna's moon, was a century in the making. Elcor leaders felt resources for space travel could be better used on their home world, and it took decades of persuasion to secure project funding. Huh. The Elcor station there were able to flee the system at their harvesting stations. Good.
Signal confirmed.
Dakuna, what do you have? Please have, like, the finest Elcor navy or actors or just any friggin' Elcor. Give me an Elcor. Code of the Ancients. Oh, that's right. That's the thing we were looking for from the Elcor on the Citadel. When Dakuna's government learned that the Reapers had returned, they evacuated everyone on Sangel's Helium-3 recovery platforms. The sizable hydrogen-helium gas giant was abandoned. Its workers relocated to Dakuna. The move was ostensibly made because the Elcor homeworld was a more defensible position, but in reality it may have been motivated by a subconscious herding instinct, as most grazing creatures come together in large groups when predators near. That's adorable as hell. Have I said how much I love the Elcor? Because I love the Elcor. Last up here is the Teolia system. Starting out with Quarizia, hydrogen-helium gas giant, surrounded by a band of 7 large moons that form the Necklace, a reference to a legendary jewel owned by the ancient Asari queen for which Quarizia was named. And we got Nevos. First discovered by Asari pioneers in 430 CE, Nevos is a vibrant garden planet home to a thriving Asari colony. Sandy beaches and romantic twin moons fuel a bustling tourism economy, while practical and secretive corporate matters are handled in spiraling arcologies built along towering cliffs. You know, I thought arcology was a specific term created for Destiny, for the Destiny game, but no, apparently this is the second time in my life I'm seeing the word arcology. Even though it's been colonized for centuries, Nevos feels a frontier away from regulation and oversight. look at this planet here. This is Loxia. Loxia's... what's that? It's got like a stripe there along it. It almost looks like a polar cap, but I don't think that's what it is. The planet's light atmosphere consists mainly of argon and krypton, which occasionally produces long, thin bands of luminescence along the twilight border. Its crust is mainly igneous rock with wide salt flats and occasional deposits of potassium. Is that a salt flat? Like a giant planet-wide salt flat?
I found something.
So we got something on Nevos here. Rings of Elune. This is what we were looking for. One of the many things that we've been looking for. And then Quaresia's got its own stuff. What's on Quaresia? Salvage recovered. So there is sometimes money that you get from this, but it does seem pretty, relatively speaking, pretty rare.
Evasion successful.
And that's it. That's it for the Sullian Nebula. So let's see some of what we got here. The Kuna Code of the Ancients, right? The holy book from the Elcor that inspires people. Rings of Elune were... Yeah, an Asari consultant needs them. Alright, let's get back to the Citadel.
Urgently, human, I must speak to you on behalf of my people.
What is it?
Holding sorrow, the Kuna, my home world, the Reapers have come.
I've been there.
Holding sorrow, our warriors are under siege, but your forces can rescue them. Urgently, please. All the other races have turned us aside.
Elcor warriors?
How do your people fight?
Proudly, with VI-assisted infantry. Our soldiers carry heavy weapons into battle mounted on their backs. Mixed pride and shame, our enemies have called us living tanks, as well as names less flattering.
I'll do what I can. I will sacrifice the galaxy for you.
I'll take the Normandy as soon as we have time.
Relief. Thank you, Commander. Small hope. Perhaps we can evacuate some of our civilians when your forces arrive. Anxiously, I will remain here for news. Please hurry. The Kuna burns.
I mean, I wouldn't want to get into a fight with y'all. I thought I was turning in the side mission to you, but no, that's somewhere else apparently. My bad.
Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
Consultant.
Excuse me. I recovered the Rings of Elune. They're waiting in Bay D-24.
That's wonderful. Thank you. My people will treat this miraculous find as a call to support their local hospitals.
For the first time since the Ragnar War.
Yes, I'm seeing increased turnout as well. We may actually make it through this war.
Hell yeah. Angry Elcor is in purgatory. Let's talk to the angry Elcor.
Spectre status recognized. One moment, please. Now arriving at ward level, purgatory.
I recovered the Code of the Ancients from Dakuna. It's waiting for you in Bay D-24.
With shock and joy. Really, this is wonderful news. Thank you, human. Sincerely. This will greatly aid our people.
I don't remember any science fiction or fantasy race that had this same mannerism as the Elcor of speaking in a monotone and saying beforehand the emotion they're trying to convey. Is this... Have you seen this before? Is this a totally unique creation to Mass Effect?
With sincere gratitude. Thank you, human.
With desire to scritch your neck, you're welcome.
I've recovered the Obelisk of Karza. It's waiting for you in Bay D-24.
You have? It's amazing. Thank you, Commander. That's going to help immeasurably with some very sensitive work. How's the translation going? Really? Excellent. Well, hopefully it unlocks more intel from the archive.
Okay. Was that it? No, there's a refugee in I have to talk to in the docks.
I found a Prothean sphere on Gay Hinnom. Contact the Alliance and tell them Commander Shepard asked them to pay you for it.
Yes, thank you. I'll call them right now. Thank you, Commander. I've gotten food for my family. And for some of the others who are trapped here, too. Ah, shit.
James hates refugees, canonically.
Gruesome Academy also fell to the Reapers when Elysium was attacked, but Alliance forces were able to evacuate all students. Reaper forces have claimed the Argus Road cluster after heavy fighting.
Spectre status recognized. One moment, please. Now arriving at docking bay D-24.
You're sure of what you saw?
Yes, Sergeant.
Heard from your brother since then?
No, Sergeant.
Because I think this is the end of... I know it's the end of the trilogy, but because I think this is the end of this whole, like, major of a full storyline, and I'm assuming that Andromeda would pick up something like from in a totally new story. It has to. It's got this has got to be the end of the Reaper storyline. I wonder if Andromeda's a whole new galaxy, isn't it? That makes me even more think that's going to be its own thing. Because of all that, I wonder if we're actually going to take care of the what's his name, of President Bartlett, of the elusive man. I wonder if we're actually going to kill him or deal with him. We have to, right? The Elcor rejoiced when the Code of the Ancients was recovered. With hope restored, they rallied to help move the supplies on the Citadel for the war effort. I love that they put with hope restored. It feels like just a very Elcor thing to say. The recovery of the Rings of Aluna, named after a revered Asari physician, inspired civilians to volunteer at Citadel refugee clinics and hospitals. And then the Alliance Engineering Corps got an update. What was it? Yeah, the Prothean artifact. No, the ordering of this is so weird. Maybe it's not. No, it is weird. It's like the two in the middle are the new ones. Anyway, the Prothean artifact known as the Obelisk of Karza is inscribed with specific technical terms and measurements, useful in decrypting the blueprints to the Crucible. Okay. And Alliance scientists analyzing a Prothean sphere recovered from the Hades Nexus gathered useful data from their research. Good. That makes me happy. Was that it? I think that's it. All right. I probably missed a couple there just because, again, it doesn't signal like which updates are new. And again, if the game isn't fussed about telling me what's new, I guess I'm not going to be as fussed as either about checking. So yeah, that's it for me for now. Thank you for watching. Next time we will go save the Elcor and maybe do something less important like helping the Asari afterwards. Bye-bye.